Hey there, bud. It wasn't my mom's voice on the other end. It was her brother. Uncle Billy? Your mom is okay. She called me from the church and told me what was going on. Said she still saw the shadow. So I went and got her and brought her back to my place. She's been up all night worrying about you and your daddy. I've always been close to my Uncle Billy. He's a hard-working man who taught me a lot of handy skills I'd been able to utilize in most of my jobs. Knowing that he paid the fee sours the admiration a bit, but so did everyone else. There ain't any saints out here. The best you can hope for is a remorseful sinner. Y'all okay? He added. I need to talk to my mom. I ain't gonna wake her right now. She needs to rest. Come on over. You can talk to her when she wakes up. I just learned that my mom and I are Mundys, so Uncle Billy had to be a Mundy too. I'd figured maybe talking to the two of them would increase my chances of receiving an honest answer, so I hopped in my truck and headed to his house. When he answered the door, he saw the marks from the scuffle earlier that morning. Boy, what the hell happened in there? And where's your daddy? I couldn't hold it in anymore. I broke down in tears. My uncle took me in his arms, and I told him what had happened to my dad. He led me inside and had his wife fix me a cold drink. I sat on the sofa and told him the rest of the story. Then I told him what I had learned. I figured I'd try to get the truth out of him first. Sarah said Mom's a Mundy. Uncle Billy sat up straight in his seat and inhaled like he'd been figured out. Well, I reckon there ain't no point in lying, he said. We didn't know about us being Mundys when we was kids. Hell, I bet your mama still don't know. This was a major relief to me if true. I hated the thought of my mom keeping it secret from us all this time. But when I got older and moved into this here house, Uncle Billy continued, I took a kid up to the Mundy place to pay the fee. Now, you know I bought this land before marrying, so it was just me at the time. I didn't have any children, so I did what many people do. I bought some kid. I squirmed in my seat a bit. It made me feel uncomfortable hearing about that sick alternative again. But I reckon it's just about the only option for someone who don't have the stomach to give up his own child. Other than suicide. Uncle Billy put out his hands. I know. And for the record, I wouldn't have given away my own child. Uncle Billy turned to his daughter, my cousin Sadie, and winked. She responded with a high-pitched, Love you, Daddy. That was like nails on a chalkboard. She's kin, but I always found her childlike and annoying. And I was also just discovering that she knew about the fee. I would never have figured she'd be one not to spill the beans. So, anyway, Uncle Billy continued. I spoke to Sarah and told her, I got this here kid. I want to pay my fee and be done with it. And then she told me not to worry. I didn't have to pay a fee. I said, Excuse me? She said, Mundys don't pay. Uncle Billy leaned back and chuckled. You can imagine my surprise. A Mundy? My word. I ain't ever expected that. I wasn't laughing. There wasn't anything funny about it. I was starting to get an uneasy feeling. What did you do with the kid? I asked. Oh. Uncle Billy held up a hand as he finished taking a sip of his sweet tea. I donated him. The bad feeling had now boiled over. I stood up and crossed over to the closed guest room door and opened it. My mom wasn't inside. Where is she? I was panicking. I'd always trusted Uncle Billy. This seemed so out of character for him. And get this, come to find out later that your aunt here is a Mundy too. I married kin. Ain't that funny? Where's my mom? I yelled. Billy. I ain't even gonna call him uncle anymore. Came over and blocked me in the hallway. You know, a loyal Mundy can become a mayor, right? You prove your worth, and they'll give you a promotion. Pass on their abilities. Billy grinned. My girls and I, we gonna be mayors. Ain't we, girls? His wife, Georgia, and Sadie were standing behind him. Georgia was rubbing his arm up and down, keeping her glare on me the whole time. You tell me where she is, damn it! My fists were closed tight. I'd been through hell, and my patience had worn thin. She's alive, but if you want to see her, you're gonna have to do us a favor. I had no interest in doing any favors for these shitbags, but I reluctantly listened for my mom's sake. I need you to go and find your daddy's mama and bring her to me. She's dead. I ain't talking about that woman who raised him. I mean his real mama. The one with native blood. I don't know where she is. I ain't ever even met her. Which was true. She left when my dad was a baby. I'd heard stories about her being half Cherokee and crazy as all get out. I was told we were better off without her in our life. Well, you better go find her, said Billy. Why do you want her? That grandmother of yours is the only one that ever got away without paying the fee. The mayor would be awfully happy to have her back.